Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are going over part 2 of our Boston trip. If you haven't seen part 1, go ahead and click that. I've got the link in the description below. And we are going to get started on part 2. This is going to be, so we spent 4 days in Boston. We talked about the first 2 days in part 1. So now we are going to talk about, I guess it was the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, because we spent Wednesday night there and we left Sunday. So let's get started. Part 2, huh?
Part 2.
Here we go. So this is, I guess this is still part of where after we ditched the Freedom Trail.
Yes, this was I think it was the old granary burying ground.
Yeah, this is
something like that.
Yeah.
But this was major. There were so many important people. I guess you saw the main ones were Benjamin Franklin's parents were there.
Yeah.
There were so many people there. I had no idea.
Paul Revere is buried here.
Paul Revere.
Yeah, and so you're telling me all this stuff right now, and of course I'm distracted by the squirrel.
Right, because I had the guidebook, and I'm kind of a history nerd, so I was reading all these things, and David was filming the squirrel.
I didn't hear a word she said the whole time.
Yep.
I think that was John Adams. Is that who that is?
I can't remember.
Samuel.
These were the guys from the Boston Massacre.
Yeah, those guys died in the Boston Massacre. So this is just us walking around downtown Boston. Oh yeah, we ran across
that
this
old church.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was on the tour as
Yeah.
well. We were really interested in how they set them up in little kind of cubicles like that. I guess we'd never seen a church like that.
Yeah, where they had assigned seatings that you bought or rented. It was one or the other.
Yeah, and they said that you actually bought that and it was considered your property in the church.
Right.
So the richer people had better seats.
Yeah, of course.
So that was very interesting.
So
I'd never heard that in a church.
Yeah. And we made our way. This was kind of like the market square.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce this. The Fenway market. And this was super busy. That was not my favorite part. I feel like that place was super crowded. That's where all the tourists were. That's where everybody was doing shopping. All that terrifying thing outside in North Boston.
Yeah. We were heading up to the Italian side.
Yeah, we're going up towards
North.
North Boston. We're still following the Freedom Trail at this point.
Right.
Because you can see that red brick on the sidewalk. That's kind of what leads you throughout Boston on the Freedom Trail.
Yeah.
You just kind of follow that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, this is where we ran into that other church, that really nice church.
We took a detour to another Catholic church. I really like to explore them. I think they're interesting. This one was built by Italian immigrants. It was beautiful.
Yep.
So, I enjoyed that.
Yep. That was a funny joke.
No.
I really like this church though.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. Walking in, I love that glass that they've got right
Yeah, they really had a nice, like obviously it had been renovated and updated, but they still kept a lot of the old stuff. So it still had kind of that feeling, but it meshed together well.
Yeah.
The modern and the revamped old style.
Yeah.
Traditional, maybe not old is the appropriate word.
It
was lovely.
There was a guy actually playing that organ. You saw that, right?
I think they were probably getting ready for mass. It was like in 2 hours.
That's
so
probably true.
he was probably doing something.
Yeah, beautiful church though. I mean, look at this.
It was lovely.
Yeah. The architecture, the paintings, or the murals. Is that what you call them?
Whichever.
Sure. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is either.
That was St. Lucia. I can't remember who the first one was. I should know. Yeah, this was walking across to North Boston. That's kind of their marketplace where they had a lot of fruit.
Yeah. We thought about buying some, but then we decided
we would have had to carry it, so.
Yeah. This was towards the end of the day anyways.
Oh, and we got lost.
Yeah, this was, I knew where we were going. So yeah, so this is the next day now. So this is after after we ate. Now we're on the northwest side, northeast side. Is that a bird?
I think so.
Went back up north, but not as far. Oh yeah, because we went and saw We went and saw the USS
Yeah,
Constitution.
we didn't finish the Freedom Trail. There's a couple more stops that you take on the more northern side, but we kind of called it quits and then went back the next day.
Yeah.
And we went to the USS Constitution that day, which is the battleship.
Here comes the USS Constitution now, which again was really great.
The boat itself was super crowded that day, and there are places where the ceilings are really low. So mobility is a little difficult, which is something to look out for if you're traveling with a large group or with kids or with elderly people.
Yeah, as you can see, there's a ton of people in this boat.
Yeah, so mobility is a little tough there, but it is still really cool to see.
Yeah.
They've done a really good job of keeping that up.
Yeah, so I think you could go down 2 decks, which was really cool. I think there were like 3 decks on this ship, and they had the 3rd one blocked off. But you know, there was a height requirement to be in the Navy back then. I think you couldn't be taller than 5'7".
Yeah, we learned that in the museum.
Yep.
You had to be shorter than 5'7", and then when we got on the boat, we saw why.
Yep.
Because me at 5'7" was ducking over on one of the decks we went on.
Yep.
So.
I duck my head. So I have to duck my head. You too. It's so low.
Yeah, there's the footage of the one.
Yeah. And all of these cannon ports.
And you could still smell some of the gunpowder because they said there was still some working cannons on board. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Stand by for round. Colonel, United States Army, retired, arriving.
Those guys are active.
Oh yeah, they're
active Navy members, I think.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And they had their dorms there on the site and everything.
Yep.
It was fantastic.
Oh yeah, so now we're walking through, going back to the market. The market's square area was so big, you know. Oh no, this is where we're looking for the Cheers bar.
Yes, that's what we were doing.
So-
So yeah, we were back in the marketplace looking for the Cheers bar.
There's 2 Cheers bars, FYI, if you ever go to Boston.
We didn't know that.
Yeah, well, type in Cheers bar on your phone, and it takes you to one of them that doesn't exist, and we find out isn't the real one. So, well, eventually we found it, but this is just us wandering around, being lost tourists.
Yeah, but you can see how this marketplace, this isn't the Fenway one, it's the one that's behind it, which I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
But this is where it was packed.
Yeah. I think this was on Saturday afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Saturday
So,
evening.
there's obviously your Sephora and all
Yeah.
kinds of restaurants, so it was busy.
I wanted to go on one of these duck tours. I can't believe you don't want to ride in a
No.
boat that then goes into the water.
I don't
Who
know
doesn't
why.
want to do
I think
that?
that those things are silly.
I realized this is Dunkin' Donuts.
They're everywhere, man. I'm telling you. It's all people eat here.
I'm eating Dunkin' Donuts.
I wasn't making that up when I said it's their food choice.
I wanted a freaking coffee. We had to go to Dunkin' Donuts. Oh my god.
You want?
I like
Do you want lunch? Go to Dunkin' Donuts. Oh wait, you want dinner? Dunkin' Donuts. Ugh. Oh, here comes my favorite part.
Oh yeah. All right, so we had tickets.
Yeah. So we bought Game 5 tickets, which we're almost assured, or Game 6 tickets. That's the Game 6 on Saturday night in Boston. Pretty good seats. And we were pretty positive that, you know, as long as the Astros win 2 games, we're playing Game 6. And, well, guess what? They didn't win 2 games. You know,
Would have liked to see our Astros there, but
Oh, yeah, of course.
apparently there's dogs that are the service animals for the, I'm not sure what they're called.
Yeah, the groundskeeper.
Groundskeeper.
This is
There
it
they
right
are.
there.
There they are.
This is us not paying attention to the tour guide again, paying attention to the animals. So
Yeah, I mean, it's me, so if you know me, you know I'm focused on the animals.
Yeah.
But these little puppies are the service animals for the groundskeeper, and they get to run around the field, and they were so well behaved, they were so sweet.
Yep.
The one is the puppy of the older one,
Right.
so I just thought that was the cutest thing I'd ever seen.
Right. Yeah, I think they're helping out one of the groundskeepers. There's a YouTube video on it. I'll probably put the link down here.
Yeah.
So we got the whole, you know, we got to go up into the green monster seats up here. Great obviously a great view with the Green Monster seats.
Funny, so funny that he said that they were so cheap when they first made them because they thought no one would want to sit up there, and now they're some of the most sought after seats in the whole ballpark.
I think he said something like the very first season, Green Monster tickets, season tickets for Green Monsters were like $300 for 81 games, which obviously they're not that now, but you know. So yeah, we got to see up there. There's like this. What was he calling it? It was like a food storage or food growth area on top of Fenway.
There's like this little garden that was on top of one of the roofs that they put in, and apparently, I can't remember if he said all, but a large majority at least of the vegetables and things that are served in Fenway are actually grown there in their garden, which I thought was super cool.
Yeah, you ready? Oh yeah, remember that wind that almost knocked you down? You can hear the wind. That's cool.
Yeah, there was one, I think it was while we were upright.
Yeah, it was up here.
Up here. There was a gust of wind that almost blew me over.
Yeah, it was pretty windy.
Yeah.
I think this is where I show. So yeah, our seats were going to be right there. So yeah, so after the tour, this was one of my favorite parts. So actually, the Red Sox collect, and I don't know any other parks that do this, they collect a signed team baseball from all the winners of the World Series, dating all the way back to like the early 1900s.
I think it says they're like 1920?
Something like that. I mean, it's early. And so they have team balls of every player that was on the winning team.
Okay.
Hey, there's the Astros.
Yay!
2017. So yeah, that's it. This is us leaving.
It's taken off.
Yeah, all in all, Boston, another successful trip. So check that off the list. I've always wanted to go.
We just love to travel, so Boston was an awesome destination to go.
Yep.
It definitely contrasted with our last trip to the Bahamas, that's for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, this was such a great shot.
Yeah.
Right here. Just leaving the city with the sunset. We left at the perfect time.
It's beautiful.
There's the harbor and everything. Beautiful. All right, guys. Well, that's Boston. There you go. David and Allie go to Boston.
Woohoo!
Where are we going next?
Beats me.
No, yeah, I'm asking you. I don't know. Where are we going next? So we'll see. We've got some plans in the works.
We'd like to go on an anniversary trip. So
yeah, somewhere. We don't know
to
where
be determined.
yet. Yeah, but it might be. It'll be somewhere fun. So. All right, guys. Well, I think that does it for us. So thanks a lot for watching, and we will see you in the next video.